So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 24 of our Sunderland career mode. And having a look at the calendar here, you can see that the 3 games we are going to be having in this episode are all in the space of a week. So we've got our first game in the group stage up against Canberra, which is a random side that I've never heard of before. Then just 3 days after that, 2 days after that, we have a game up against Everton in the Barclays Premier League. And then 2 days after that, we have an away game up against Southampton in the Capital One Cup. So we've got 3 games in less than a week. So it's going to be a big week for us. And if we can come out winning all 3 of the games, it will be a fantastic result for us. But we are, in fact, going to be playing our strongest possible lineup in the Europa League because I want to get through it whatever happens. And I am going to prioritise us basically trying to win the Europa League because that's what I want to do. And as you see from our lineup here, we got Dybala, Correa, Pereira, Anderson. We are going to make one change as Dele Alli will be coming into the lineup instead of Sanchez. But apart from that, it should be our strongest possible lineup. A lovely chance for us here. We're on the break. We squeeze the ball through to Angel Correa. And Correa is through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Surely Angel Correa is going to find the back of the net. You bet he can. He ball rolls to the right-hand side. And when you've got a striker in such good form as Angel Correa, then of course he's going to find the back of the net. And who was the provider? None other than Paulo Dybala. Dybala holds the ball up, waits for the run for Angel Correa. Correa pretty much stops his run, ball rolls to one side and slots the ball calmly into the back of the net, past the Canberra goalkeeper, and he wasn't going to be keeping that one out, was he? And we've scored an absolute pearl of a goal. Matheus Pereira, who doesn't score many goals for us, steps up with the goal of this season so far. What a fantastic strike. Paulo Dybala takes the short corner. It comes to Matheus Pereira. First touch, and his second touch is a shot. The goalkeeper couldn't do anything about the first one. He couldn't do anything about the second one, as Matheus Pereira's wonderful strike from the edge of the box finds the top corner of the net. And I think pretty much the result is done and dusted already. We squeeze the ball through to Yuri Tielemans. I don't know what he's doing so far up the pitch, but he cuts back inside, squeeze the ball back to Dele Alli. Dele Alli goes for goal, and I think it might actually be Paulo Dybala that's got in his way, but the ball comes back to Matheus Pereira. Pereira fake shots round his man, goes for goal, and Matheus Pereira, after already scoring one beautiful goal in this game, goes ahead and scores another. So Matheus Pereira, who we had really struggled scoring with earlier on in his career at Sunderland, goes ahead and scores his second wonderful goal of the game. He fake shots round his man, and what a strike that is with his favourite left boot, curling away from the goalkeeper, and that's 2 goals, and he's now on his hat-trick. Felipe Anderson wins the ball back down the left-hand side. He takes on his defender. He plays the ball over the top to Matheus Pereira. I'm trying to get him to get his hat-trick. Cuts back inside. And Matheus Pereira has picked up his first hat-trick for the club. Felipe Anderson, I could have went for goal with him. And I probably would have found the back of the net as well, because Felipe Anderson is still searching for his first goal in a Sunderland shirt. But instead of that, I decided to play the ball over the top to Matheus Pereira. We cut back inside, go for the strike. And it's a lovely goal from a wonderful young player. So the final whistle goes and Matheus Pereira picks up a 9.8 match rating. I think that's probably the highest rating I've ever got in a career mode game. 9.8, an absolute magical performance from him, scoring 2 wonderful goals and scoring, well, his third as well was very nicely fought. He cut back inside and fired his shot into the far post, and Matheus Pereira, considering he hadn't been scoring many goals, then to step up and score 3 like that, I'm so pleased with him. However, we're now going to jump into the next game of the episode, which is going to be at the Stadium of Light up against Everton. So it's not going to be an easy game for us, but coming off of that massive victory for us in the Europa League, winning 4-0, we're hoping we can pick up all 3 points against Everton. I do know it's going to be a difficult game, and we have got our second team line-out out, but then our second team line-out is also very strong, and we've got a lot of pace up front as well. And I play best with pace, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Me and pace are best friends. Everton have just scored An absolute sublime goal. Romelu Lukaku, the scorer of it. And what a fantastic strike from the Belgium international and one of the Premier League top goal scorers at the moment, scores a wonderful goal. Billy Jones gets raped down the right hand side through Ross Barkley, and Lukaku on the turn strikes it first time. Jordan Pickford can't get anywhere near that one, and Romelu Lukaku scoring a wonderful goal. However, it doesn't matter because we get ourselves straight back on level terms. Breed Mbolo, whatever you call him, Donald Mbolo, I think I'm going to call him, scores a header there. Kamana goes for the strike. Tim Howard could be questioned about that one because he punched the ball straight up in the air. I think if it wasn't Mbolo to win that header, it would have been Lenz, but Mbolo jumps highest. They both sandwiched the Everton centre-back, and within seconds we get ourselves back on level terms. Renato Sanchez on the ball, squeezing the ball through to Thierry Ambrose. Ambrose whips the ball into the far post. It comes to Mbolo. Mbolo goes for the acrobatics, and he's got injured in the process. Bad news for us there, as I was hoping he would score a wonderful goal. But we are going to bring on the experienced man, Jermaine Defoe. But Mbolo, what a goal that would have been. He went for the acrobatics, and I think it might have been Funes Mori that landed on top of him that caused the damage. What are Everton doing? They lose the ball at the back. They play the ball to Jermaine Defoe. Defoe goes for goal, and Defoe finds the back of the net. So the veteran striker, who has now dropped to the reserves, he's not even in the second team lineup, but when he's needed, he comes on and he performs. He comes on there and scores a goal for us. Lenz depossesses the Everton centre defensive midfielder there, Besic. We play the ball through to Jermaine Defoe. Defoe hits it first time over the top of Tim Howard into the roof of the net. And after finding ourselves 1-0 down, we now find ourselves 2-1 up. A fantastic courage performance by us to fight back from 1-0 down to come back to 2-1. Good chance for Everton down the right-hand side. They cut back inside with Delafeu. Delafeu plays the ball through. And Seamus Coleman, the right-back, gets the goal for them in the 83rd minute, which probably would salvage a point for them. Poor defending from us. Rico Henry comes out, gets nowhere near the ball. Jan Cherkov tries to cut the ball into the middle, can't get anywhere near it. And Coleman, the right-back, scores the goal for Everton now, which looks like will secure them a just point. So sadly, the final whistle goes and we end up drawing the game at 2-2 with Everton. I thought we deserved the win in that game. As you can see from the stats, we had a lot more shots than Everton, and we did play a lot better. Very bad news for us that Mbolo had to go off the pitch with an injury. We're hoping it's not going to be that bad of an injury because he was playing really well in that game. So having a look at Mbolo's injury, and Mbolo's got a broken elbow and he's going to be out of action for 2 months. So that's really bad news for us there. He's going to be out until pretty much the next transfer window. So we have got some more player training for you guys here. Sanchez has now gone up to a 60 rated. Lennon, we're trying to get up to a 66 rated as well now. And basically these are the 2 players that we're going to keep on the player training as long as possible, because they're the 2 players that could be the future at the club. So we're now going to jump into the third and final game of the episode, which is going to be away from home in the Capital One Cup against the Saints Southampton. It's going to be played at the St Mary's Stadium as well. So we're hoping with the front three, Dybala, Correa and Pereira in fantastic form, hopefully they can try and emulate what they did in the previous game that they all played in. And that one we won 4-0. A 3-0 victory, I'd do that. 3-0, I wouldn't be complaining if we won 3-0. Hopefully we can, or mainly, we just win. That's the most important thing. Good chance for Southampton here. Shane Long's been played through. Vertonghen is jockeying him out wide. They play the ball back to Isgrove. Isgrove back to Long. Lovely build-up play for Southampton, but Felipe Anderson is back on doing his defensive duties, and we do get the ball back through Dele Alli. Dele Alli through to Correa. Dele Alli's on the ball here. Dele Alli squeezing the ball out wide to Mateus Pereira. Pereira with the ball roll, cuts back inside. Pereira goes all the way, and Pereira's shot goes firing over the bar. Mateus at the moment looks like everything going for him. Southampton with a lovely chance to counter-attack here. Juanmi has been played through. Patrick Van Aanholt using his pace just about manages to catch up, but they play the ball to the far post, but the ball is still in play through Isgrove. John Stones is actually trying to jockey him out wide. But Mateus Pereira might be doing it very well in the attacking front at the moment, but now he's launching a counter-attack for ourselves. We squeeze the ball through to Ángel Correa. Correa can see Dybala at the far post, plays the ball to him, and they do. We go from a defence to attack and win ourselves a corner. So we somehow manage to nearly concede to nearly scoring. Felipe Anderson's got a lovely chance here, cuts back inside on his favourite right boot, goes for goal, but it comes back to Paulo Dybala. Dybala goes for goal, then back to Dele Alli. Dele Alli goes for goal, and his England teammate snatches the ball out of mid-air there to keep the scoreline at Southampton 0, Sunderland 1. Sunderland 0, sorry. I wish it was Sunderland 1 because we are completely dominating. Southampton have had no chances whatsoever throughout the game, but we're still struggling to find the back of the net, which is very rare because we've got so many players in this team that are in really good form. But I just think it's just like an off game. No one's really performing up to their full potential, and it's just been a pretty boring game. Not much has really happened. We've got a good chance for ourselves here. We play the ball to Ambrose. Ambrose plays the ball over the top to Ángel Correa. Correa's 1-on with the goalkeeper. Surely we're going to wrap up the game. We are, because Southampton throw so many bodies forward to try and get themselves the winner in the dying stage of the game. We win the ball back down the left-hand side of the pitch. Thierry Ambrose running down. No one could possibly catch up with him. We play a lovely ball over the top to Ángel Correa. I could have easily side-footed the ball to the right or to the left to either Kamano or Dybala, but I decided with the form that Correa's in, he's bound to hit the back of the net, and boy does he hit it. He scores a very, very crucial goal for us because the last thing we wanted to do with such a congested fixture list is to go to a replay, but the final whistle goes and we score in the 90-something minute to wrap up the game for us. A wonderful performance from us. Well, not wonderful performance, but it just shows that even though we didn't play our best, we still managed to come out winners of the game. However, that is in fact going to be it for this episode of Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it really does help my channel out, and I would like you to hit that subscribe button as well if you're new around here to keep up to date with all my latest videos and career modes. And don't forget to also follow me on Twitter in case I have any quick questions for the Q&A that will be coming up quite soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.